right, welcome back for another episode of the Real Estate Huddle, where we talk about the one and only Castle Pines. All right, this place is like a row of pine trees in between Castle Rock and Highlands Ranch, or Sedalia, I guess, depending on which direction you're coming from.
And Lone Tree.
Dare I say nestled in between.
South of Denver, about 25 miles, would you say?
Just south of Lone Tree
Yeah.
and technically Castle Rock.
But we're talking pure beauty. If you need a Christmas tree, you cannot cut one down there. Not a good idea.
But he cut it down from the park.
Oh, don't do it. It's highly civilized, and it's one of the most wealthy cities probably in the world.
It's
country.
beautiful.
Yeah, country. About 12,000 people live there. That's it. It's a little very exclusive community. So if you're coming from another state, moving to Colorado, and you're in that price point of like $1 million plus, listen up, $1 million to 10 million.
Yeah,
I mean,
A lot of
estates out there.
athletes. Yeah, a lot of athletes in Castle Pines, Castle Rock, and Cherry Creek area.
I believe our quarterback just bought a home there.
Yeah.
I believe so. Bo Nix bought in
Yeah.
Castle Pines.
Yep.
Why didn't you represent him, Kim?
Because
He
I did.
only knew you.
I'm just kidding. That was good.
Oh, after week one, I hope Bo's
when
going to
he
be here for a
sells,
while.
when
I didn't.
sells.
Let's just be clear. I did not represent Bo Nix. I don't
Let's
want to get in
hope
trouble
that was
for
a good investment for him.
Watch, I'll do it when he sells.
He's got to start throwing touchdowns.
That's
But-
true.
But hey, you might be listening to this in 3 weeks going, what are they talking about? He's killing it, right? That's what I hope. Please, Broncos
I blame
country.
it on the receiving the last game.
Yeah, lots of drops.
Yeah, a lot of drop balls.
Okay, so Castle Pines, 12,000 people, highly wealthy, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. 4 of the most beautiful golf courses you could ever imagine. Like, it feels like a mountain getaway, right? And there's a public course called the Ridge at Castle Pines, awesome course. And then there's 3 private courses. 2 are in the Castle Pines Village, which is probably the most prominent part of Castle Pines. A gated community. There's only 2 entrances. You can get in there, and the high course up at the top is called the Country Club at Castle Pines.
Yep.
And then the one on the lower end of it is the Golf Club at Castle Pines, right? Big difference between these two, because the golf club has had several PGA events, including the BMW Championships, which just happened not this past weekend, but the weekend last weekend in August, right? And that was a huge event. I mean, just incredible. Like the who's who of all over the region were there, and like it was some of the best golfers in the world came out for that, and it was on the FedEx Tour, like big time golf tournament. So that was awesome. I got to go for a day and watch that. It was so much fun. I saw Sean Payton walk right by me, and Zach Wilson, and who's the other one that I said? I'm just making it up now.
Lindsay Lohan?
No, Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics, U.S. Champion from Legend High School, Derek White. Thank you. Thank you.
Landon looks at me like I will help.
So, anyways,
He's like, Kim, you know this. You know
Who
this.
are the Celtics? Just kidding.
Tim's like, But anyways, really cool event. And then the country club, well, the golf club only has like 300 members right around there. And like 87% of them don't even live in Colorado. So it's like very high end, a lot of like CEOs, company owners that just fly in to play every now and then and send guests and stuff like that. And then the country club is very different. You've got like more of a local crowd there. It's like attainable, I guess you could say, right? To like join that.
There is a 2-year wait list.
Yeah, there's a big wait list now because they
Yeah.
exploded. They built a pool and hot tub looking over the mountains. Like you get the views up at the country club
Yep.
because it's like on a cliff. And
But if you buy a house within the Castle Pines Village that has a membership at the country club, they might, let you bypass the 2-year wait and just become a member automatically for buying that house.
maybe. Yeah, you got to go. Mark, the membership director. He might be able to hook you up. But it's grown a ton because of all the development. It's gone from just a golf like type of club to a country club, right? With tennis courts. They're planning on doing some pickleball courts and possibly another 9-hole par 3 course. But they have an 18-hole championship course that is just like awesome. It's incredible. The golf club is probably more manicured with flowers and water features and different things because it's like more that PGA vibe, and it's got more space for walking. It's flatter. The country club is very sloped if you walk all 18 holes, which some people do. Like it's a heck of a workout. It's incredible.
Is that one of the 2 courses, Jack Nicklaus courses?
Yeah. Yep. So Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear, designed both of those.
Yeah.
And Jack Vickers, who was a very prominent local here, he developed all that land and developed the golf courses back in the mid 80s. And so they've been around for a long time. But Castle Pines, how long has it been a city, Brock?
It was just in 2011 they actually named it Castle Pines, but in 2018 it was incorporated. So, or 2008 it was incorporated. So
before
it
it was
hasn't
just-
been around for a while. So it was kind of its own little annex out there, and they decided to make it a town. So,
Yeah. Any good places to eat?
La Loma. No, one of the things that I personally love about Castle Pines is that it's so close to Castle Rock, and so I feel like people who live in Castle Pines enjoy some of the amenities and things being offered at Castle Rock.
so where is it located? It's about
Castle
what,
Pines
10
a little bit more north.
So it's about 10-15 minutes north of Castle Rock.
Yep.
So you're just south. You're probably 10-15 minutes south of the Denver Tech Center.
Yep.
About a 30-minute drive to downtown Denver.
Yep.
And it's right on I-25, which is the main artery that goes right through downtown Denver. So
And that's why everyone loves that location.
yeah,
Right
so
where
it's
it
a
is.
real quick, easy jaunt to get to wherever you're. 45 minutes from Golden, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from some of the major ski resorts.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I'm a Remax agent. You're all Remax agents. We didn't mention the 4th golf course.
Yeah, well, is there
In Castle Pines.
Is there another fancy
That
golf
was your
course there?
job.
Can we
Yeah.
go backwards? I'm the golf guy. So
Let's talk to the people who've been there.
one of the most exclusive, hard to get on, courses in the country, I would say, is the Sanctuary, owned by none other than and founded by Dave Liniger and his wife Gail. And
Who's Dave Liniger?
Dave Liniger is the founder, and actually, I think he stepped down as co-chairman. I think he stepped down from a lot of things with Remax because he's getting up there in age. But he founded Remax back in the '70s, and
And where did he found that? It was
Inglewood, Colorado. Yes, and if you go to the Inglewood episode on the podcast, you will hear about that. But Castle Pines is where his crown jewel is, which is the Sanctuary, and it's unbelievable. If you want to donate to Children's Hospital, you can buy a foursome there at certain auctions and stuff for it's $2,000 a foursome is what they usually go to, $1,600 to $2,500. But it's a great donation and unforgettable experience. It's one of the coolest courses you'll play. One of the holes is shaped like a Remax balloon. So it's the green is the hole.
Is that the one that
it's
his
the
house
basket
backs up to?
No, that's he actually is on the country club. So it's
Okay, that's
he's on
right,
number
that's
2
right.
of the country club.
Yeah.
But the Sanctuary, I can't remember which hole it is, but the green is shaped exactly like a Remax balloon with the carriage, and then it goes up the hill, and then there's this big balloon shaped green. And so if the pin's down here and you hit it up top, there's no way you can make it and keep it on the green because
Do
it just
they
flies
get
off.
red and blue and white stripes in the greens? to keep
No.
it? No.
They should mow in Remax in the green. That'd be cool. But yeah, that's an experience unbelievable with a grotto that you go through as you're coming through going to the first hole, and the locker room and clubhouse is pretty cool. And you can get married there
I
too,
was
right,
about
Kim?
to say they throw pretty good weddings over there.
How do you know?
Landon and I both got married at the Sanctuary, not together, but we both got married there a couple years apart.
I always
Yeah,
have to clarify that
Yeah,
for some
we have to
reason.
clarify that. At
A few years
listing
apart too.
appointments,
Yeah. I was 07. You were
2 years ago.
22.
Yeah. 2
Yeah.
years ago.
So it's such a cool place to get married. Lots of weddings happen
Amazing
there all the time.
venue with the most incredible views. Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel's
and the
Park.
staff is great. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely
It's just
recommend it.
overlooking a cliff of just miles and miles of pine trees, and you see Pikes Peak. You've got just incredible scenery around
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, you can see the whole front range because you're up at a real elevated point, so you can see all the way. You said Pikes Peak, Devil's Head. Mm-hmm. You can see Mount Elbert and a few others of the close right in the front range there. So,
Any bike trails that you
I haven't
frequent
been-
there?
No, there's
No?
not too many bike trails back there. There are, I think East-West Trail kind of might go through some of that, but I haven't been in that side of it.
Yeah.
One thing I also wanted to mention, we kind of were starting to talk about this topic, but Castle Pines like I mentioned, one of my favorite things is that it's so close to Castle Rock and all the shopping centers there, all the restaurants. Sometimes when you live in the suburbs and you're a little further away from the city, it can kind of feel like there's not much to do. But because it's 15 minutes away from Castle Rock and they're doing so much new development out there, I feel like there's so much more to do now than there was 10 years ago.
Outlets, right?
Outlets,
shopping,
Got a Costco going.
tons of restaurants.
Yeah.
Including
so many restaurants.
Yeah, La Loma, which you mentioned,
Yeah.
one of the best like
Spots.
Mexican food.
Yeah, Mexican food.
places.
Daniel's Scratch
Perfect
Kitchen.
for date night.
It's
Yeah.
on Happy Canyon Road. It's a big, highly rated. I think it's closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but good farm fresh stuff there.
Closed Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's like I'm starting a business and I'm going to do it my way. Like I don't care what everybody else thinks.
Yep.
Just
That's
creates
great.
hype for the week.
Yeah, they probably like want to have a weekend. That's fair. That's totally fair. And then all the big chains, right, that everybody loves. Like there's In-N-Out Burger, there's Cafe Rio, Kneaders, Shake Shack, Five Guys,
Did I mention La Loma?
Mod Pizza.
Is La Loma a good one?
Yeah,
La Loma's
5 mentions
great.
on La Loma. Is there any escape room in Castle Rock? Castle
yeah, there
Pines?
is. Just
Tell us,
open up a little
Spencer.
bit. So we have
just got away. He just escaped from it recently.
we have
so.
one of our few trusted inspectors, Chris Walters, opened up an escape room called the Clue Clock Escape Room. So it's he put a lot of energy and effort into this one, and he still does inspections. He's a great inspector, but he's got a good team behind him now, and so I think he's taking some time to do this. And his kids really wanted to do it. It sounds like so he
It's
set
a
up this.
family business.
It's cool. Yeah, I have yet to go, but I hear really, really good things about it. They opened it up in Castle Pines in a pretty cool little commercial spot there, one of the few commercial spots in Castle Pines. And if you want a fun time out with the kids or with whoever you're with, check it out. It's supposed to be pretty fun.
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
spot for a team building.
That would be fun. Escape
Yeah,
room.
you would totally let us do
I'm
it.
really good at them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is he landed in a straight jacket?
we're due.
I'm pretty good at them.
Also, just like if you want to just go on a walk around Daniels Park and like see stuff, like you won't get bored. Like it's incredible.
No,
Like,
it really has a small town vibe when you're there because it's population of 12,000. You're really out, and then you got a lot of nature. They've got a lot of they kept a lot of the trees and the mature stuff. There's a lot of like 20-year-old homes that are pretty common in there, but they're building a lot newer ones. It's just a real, I don't know, kind of come back to nature kind of neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it was niche.com voted #1 place to live, is like #4 place in the U.S. to raise a family. It's like the number 8 suburb of the Denver metro area.
Gray
So,
Schools, Rock Canyon High School,
Yep.
right?
American Academy is a great charter school that they've got there.
Oh yeah. And then like it can be affordable too. Castle Pines North is a neighborhood within Castle Pines, the city, that has homes that are probably within the like 700 to 1.4 range is like the average in there. And so you can get in for less than $1 million too. So don't.
Yeah, according to Zillow, the average home price in Castle Pines is $911,000.
Yeah,
So
I believe that.
there is there is that north side, but then there's when you're on the south
And
side,
they
it's a
are,
little bit
so
more expensive.
single family homes are the most popular out there. So 89% ownership of single family homes. So you got a lot of people who own their own properties.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing their custom builds on the village there. But they are starting to do townhomes. So you can get a 3-bed, 3-bath townhome with a 2-car garage in the 500s.
Yep.
They are doing twin homes, which is kind of a new thing. So it's kind of like just two houses attached together with one common wall.
Yep.
But those you're seeing, a 4-bed, 3.5-bath with a 2-car garage starting at $725.
Yeah.
So very reasonable. So now you got a fenced-in yard. You actually have a lot, so you can let the pets out and that type of stuff.
Oh,
too.
I see those all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little close to I-25, but still like far enough that you hear it faintly. It's not like right in your ear. But like Taylor Morrison was building over there. Century Homes has built a bunch of homes over there, single
Shane's
family
got
homes.
some homes too.
Yeah. That are all just outside the village. And those are more affordable too. Where if you enter into the village, that 911 average goes up to like 1.8 1.7 probably.
Yeah, 1.5
average.
to
Yeah, if
1.9.
not,
It's up
more
there,
than that.
and it's taken off in the last 5 years, like crazy. It's more than doubled in value in 5 years. So that luxury market's just done really well in our area. So
What was the percentage of luxury homes that were purchased with cash?
49% of homes
Wow.
over $1 million are purchased with cash. That's pretty mind-boggling.
Yeah.
So, Kim, tell us a little bit about the amenities in the village, like the parks, and then like pickleball courts, stuff like that.
Yeah, inside the village, I mean, it's my favorite gated community in Castle Pines area. They have pickleball, basketball. They have, an adult pool, gym. They have kids pool. They have little, I don't know what you call it, like a pavilion where it's open to everyone that lives in the gated community, but they also do events, probably about 4 events a year. 4th of July is one of their biggest ones where they have local artists come. They have food trucks. They line up the streets. They have live music. There's just, that community is perfect for families, and they just do it right. The HOA is a little bit more expensive, but that kind of comes with the territory and what you're getting. But I've had people who live in that community say they never want to leave because of how well it's managed. What else do they have? The pickleball, they have 4 different pickleball where we go and play quite a bit. I'm actually going on Sunday.
Like surrounded by pine trees.
Yeah,
like
surrounded
really
by
just
pine
cool
trees.
setting.
Beautiful. It's some of the best pickleball courses in Colorado.
Yeah.
But I think that's really it. Oh, sand volleyball. How could I forget?
Sweet.
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Honestly, everything that you could need.
So that community is advertising. They've got 1,900 homes, 2,800 acres, and 235,000 trees. So you can get an idea of what the lay of the land looks like. There's a lot of trees.
Yeah,
ton
one of
of
the
trees.
feedback I constantly get about that community is even though it is, the homes are a little bit closer to one another because of the way that they develop the neighborhood and where they install the trees. You really do feel like a sense of privacy. It's incredible. Like your neighbors could just be a short walk away, but you won't even see them because of how beautiful the landscape is.
Yeah.
It's an interesting location because I think when I think of Castle Pines, that's what I think of is like exclusive, privacy, family, top 3 things. Because when you look at it on a geographical sense, you have Lone Tree to the north, you have Highlands Ranch to the west, right? That backcountry area kind of butts up right to it. You have Parker on the east, and then Castle Rock. It's like landlocked, like it's like a Centennial type thing. But everything they have like groceries. I think they have a King Soopers and like a Safeway and stuff. They don't have a Walmart. They don't have a Target. They don't have any of that stuff. It's all based. That town is all homes.
Yeah.
Like it's just neighborhood feel, small town feel. Beautiful homes, great builders. Like they did
Quality.
Quality. Like you get that's part of the whole exclusive, I guess, type setting is you get these really nice quality homes.
Yeah.
Even the townhomes. I mean, $700,000 for a townhome. I mean, they better be quality, right?
Yeah.
So like everywhere they go is in a different town for their resources, but they're close enough to every town that it's not that big of a deal. They're 10 minutes away from like they've got a Cabela's like 5 minutes away from them. They've got all the outlets of Castle Rock, like 10 minutes away from them. Everything in Highlands Ranch, 10 minutes away. Parker's probably the farthest town away from them, at maybe 15 to 20 minutes away. But that's it. Like they've got everything they need without it being in Castle Pines, which I think is the coolest part about it.
Yeah.
And you're literally 5 to 10 minutes from the outlets. Like you're so close to, and then all those shops around the outlets.
But you get into Castle Pines, it's quiet, it's wooded, it's mountainous. You're not even in the mountains. You're technically in the plains of Colorado.
Yeah.
Like you're on
but
the
it
east
doesn't
side.
feel like it.
Yeah.
No, you're in a forested pine Castle Pines. Like it's just
'Cause they're-
towering pines everywhere.
Yeah, they're like at 6,500 feet, so they're pretty elevated. So that's where they get that beautiful view.
They're on that ridge.
Flacco used to live in that community.
Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. A lot of
My
Broncos have
mom
lived
would
in
love
there.
to go knock on his door.
Yeah. That's funny. He's a big guy. He's like
Yeah.
6'8",
Yeah.
6'7".
I
But
thought he was good looking. So.
I,
If you want to go meet the neighbors,
that's funny.
welcome them into the community.
Bring him some empanadas.
Yeah.
I think that it is a great way to feel like you're living in the mountains, but take away the 2-hour commute to get up to the mountains. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you want to be close to everything, but still have that mountain feel, there's no other place that you can really buy in Colorado, like in the Denver metro area, other than Castle Pines. Maybe Elizabeth, like back there, there's some like hilly places with pines, but you're not as close to the mountains. It's just
I mean, the only place I can think of that's really like more wooded, it's not so much pine trees, but you have like Cherry Hills, like the really nice parts of Cherry Hills, but you're paying a premium. You're not paying as high a premium in Castle Pines, but you're getting about the same product.
But it feels like city life. It feels like a little more like East Coast city life, right?
In Cherry Hills. Yeah.
Where,
this one's a little bit more mountain contemporary.
Yes. Yeah.
Completely agree with that.
Yeah.
So if someone's never been there and never seen it, hopefully like with the descriptions we're giving, we're doing our best, people, to try to give you the picture.
You
know the weirdest part?
They switched to Google Images and YouTube.
You know the weirdest part about it, and I don't mean this as a slight by any means, but anytime I drive through there, I'm like, I don't belong here. Like this is such like it's really nice. It's just like, I don't know. It just.
Oh, see, I have the opposite.
They don't allow mullets.
But and I don't mean that's a terrible way to put it, but I'm like, man, this is like a community that's just like, I don't live here at all, but it's its own little thing.
Yeah.
I think
and you pay a premium to live there for sure, but people love it.
Yeah.
It's such a good community.
I think if you ever went to their events that they throw within the community with your family, you'd be like, okay, I see why.
Way more young families than you would think.
Like, oh, you live in Castle Pines?
I go in there and I'm like, where's all this money coming from?
Yeah.
Like with like people that are pretty young, like it's crazy. But yeah, there's an abundance out there for sure. And some people are finding it. So we just got to keep on looking for those opportunities. Sound like Dumb and Dumber at the end of the movie. Just got to keep our heads up. We'll find it. But we hope you enjoyed this. It's been a good listen for you. And if you are moving to the Denver metro area and have interest in Castle Pines and just want a list of homes that would be great to see, or you want to come over and tour some of these homes and tour like the country club even, we can get you in there. We can help you get into the village and see everything. So always
and if you're interested
reach out.
in selling and want to advertise your home in the best way, and like that little tidbit we gave of if you are a member of the country club, we can add that into your listing as an additional perk, and that will bring buyers who are specifically looking to live in that area for a reason, the access to the golf course, all the luxurious amenities we talked about. Call us because we know how to highlight and advertise that.
Specifically call Spencer Wilson. I'd love to help you, and I'll make that happen for you guys.
By us, I meant anyone.
He says he feels like he doesn't belong there.
I know really well, but I would love to make you belong there.
You can click the links below. We appreciate you listening, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can hear more of these area spotlights. We'll catch you next time. So if you have enjoyed what you're listening to and you'd like to hear more, make sure to press that subscribe button so that you can not miss out on any more episodes that are coming up. And also check out all of our contact information is below. You can see us at the dreamsmithteam.com to look up more information about our team and our history and all of the members of our team, and see contact information that you can reach us if you have any real estate needs.
See you next time.